Are the Golden State Warriors on the brink of a major roster shakeup? With whispers of a blockbuster trade swirling around a superstar player, fans are left wondering what this could mean for the future of the team. Could this be the move that propels us back to championship glory? Or will we see a more strategic approach with a rising star in the mix? Stay tuned as we dive into the latest updates and dissect what this means for our beloved Warriors. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop on all things Warriors. As we dive into the latest developments surrounding the Golden State Warriors, it's hard not to feel the weight of the current season's challenges. With rumors swirling about a potential trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo, the stakes couldn't be higher. The prospect of adding a player of Giannis's caliber is tantalizing, no doubt. However, the reality is that such a move hinges on various factors, including the state of his relationship with the Milwaukee Bucks. If the Bucks stabilize their situation, the Warriors might have to pivot toward other options. And that brings us to Brandon Ingram. Ingram is a name that's generating buzz for good reason. He's a versatile scorer who could complement both Stephen Curry and Draymond Green beautifully. Standing at 6 feet 8 inches, Ingram offers the size and skill set that could fill gaps in the Warriors roster, especially given that he's on an expiring contract. Bleacher Report's Greg Schwartz highlighted how Ingram could be the missing piece the Warriors have been searching for, someone who can ease the scoring burden on Curry during crunch time. But here's the kicker: the potential cost of acquiring Ingram. It's likely that the Warriors would have to part with promising young talents like Jonathan Kuminga and some valuable draft picks. This decision could be a double-edged sword. On one side, you could land a player who offers immediate impact. On the other, you risk jeopardizing the franchise's future by trading away young assets that could develop into stars themselves. Now, let's talk about Moses Moody. His recent performances have been a roller coaster, showcasing his potential, but also raising questions about his role in the team. Moody had a standout first half against the Brooklyn Nets, only to be benched for extended periods due to questionable rotation decisions by Steve Kerr. Why does this keep happening? It's frustrating to see a young talent like Moody not getting the minutes he deserves, especially when he's proven he can contribute. Kerr's decisions have led to a growing concern among fans about whether the Warriors are truly committed to developing their younger players. If Moody continues to struggle for minutes, it could hinder both his growth and the team's success. This brings us back to the larger question. Is it time for the Warriors to commit to their youth, or should they go all in for a big-name player like Giannis or even Ingram? What do you think? Should the Warriors take the gamble on Giannis, knowing the cost could be astronomical in terms of assets? Or is Ingram the more measured choice, offering a nice blend of immediate talent and future flexibility? Personally, I find myself divided here. Giannis is a game changer, but would the cost be too high? Ingram seems like a more realistic option, but can he truly elevate the team to the level of a championship contender? As we face a tough stretch of games against formidable opponents, the Warriors must find a way to maximize their roster's potential. Every game counts, and every decision made by management will reverberate through the rest of the season. The window for this dynasty is still open, but it requires careful navigation. So, I want to hear from you. What's your take on the situation? Should the Warriors make a bold move now, or should they let their young players develop and see what they can achieve this season? Join the conversation in the comments below. Your insights could help shape the discussion as we navigate this pivotal moment for the franchise. The Brooklyn Nets have just made waves in the NBA world after their surprising victory over the Golden State Warriors. Coming back from an 18-point deficit to secure a 128-120 win, the Nets are now riding a 2-game winning streak and have improved to an 8-10 record. This performance has certainly exceeded many fans' expectations for them this season. But amidst all this excitement, there's a buzz about potential trade activity, particularly with the name of Jonathan Kuminga floating around as a target for Brooklyn. Now, according to Greg Schwartz from Bleacher Report, Kuminga is viewed as the most intriguing young wing that the Nets could chase. I have to say, this speculation raises a lot of questions for us Warriors fans. Kuminga, currently averaging 13.3 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 1.9 assists per game, has been a crucial scoring option off the bench. However, with his contract situation and the uncertainty surrounding his role in the team's future, it's clear that the Warriors might have to make some tough decisions. As we all know, the trade deadline is approaching on February 6th, and the Warriors front office has a lot to consider. There's chatter that if the Warriors don't envision paying Kuminga upwards of $25 million to $30 million per year in restricted free agency, he could very well be on the move. But let's pause for a moment. Do we really want to let go of a player with so much potential? I'm honestly torn here. On one hand, Kuminga's energy and skill set are something we can't afford to lose, especially with how competitive the Western Conference is shaping up to be. But on the other hand, if we can leverage him into a trade that brings in multiple key pieces, it could be a game changer for our future. The Nets have some veterans like Cameron Johnson and Dorian Finney-Smith, who could be appealing to the Warriors. They could also be interested in Nick Claxton or Dennis Schroeder, which could ultimately reshape our roster in a significant way. It's a double-edged sword. And let's not forget the other looming issue: DeAnthony Melton's season-ending knee injury and his $12.8 million contract. The Warriors are likely to be active in the trade market, trying to maximize their options and perhaps clear some cap space. The decisions made in the coming weeks could significantly impact our chances this season and beyond. So, I'm reaching out to all of you. Do you believe trading Kuminga is the right move? Or should we hold on to him as a pivotal part of our future? I, for one, am conflicted. The potential of Kuminga is immense, and watching him develop into a star has been a thrill. Yet, if a trade could bring in immediate help to push us into playoff contention, it's hard to ignore that. The emotions surrounding these decisions are palpable. As Warriors fans, we want to see our team succeed now while also building for the future. There's a fine line to walk here, and it's going to be fascinating to see how this plays out. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this potential trade? Do you think we should pull the trigger on Kuminga, or are we better off keeping him in the fold? Let's get the conversation going in the comments below. Your opinions matter, and I'm eager to see what you all think. And before you head off, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow Warriors fans, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates on our beloved team. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you won't miss any breaking news or analysis. Let's keep this community thriving. And as always, go Warriors!